The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at wrestlingwithjohners.com.
We are very fortunate to have the very talented Tiffany Nieves on the show. Thank you for joining me.
Jordan, please, let's try that again. La Princesa Tiffany Nieves.
La Princesa Tiffany Nieves.
It is your pleasure. You're right. I am the Mission Pro Women's Champion. So let's say that all together. Let's see. Go ahead.
Let me get that right. Le Princess Mission Pro Champion Tiffany Nieves. That's it, right?
Okay, the only thing you were missing was confidence, so I'll help you. We are here with Jordan and the Mission Pro Champion, La Princesa Tiffany Nieves.
Bang. That's how we do it. Speaking of championships, you was the former OVW Women's Champion, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had a NWA Women's Championship match with this girl, Kenzie Paige. Is it something you want to go back to and hopefully win the NWA Women's Championship?
Absolutely. If anyone hasn't had the chance, download the CW app, right? You watch that championship match, which I told Billy Corgan himself I would not sign to NWA unless he gave me that match. I get that match, and I was only defeated because Kenzie Paige, their champion, decided to pull hairspray, whatever it was. She sprayed me in the eyes. I could not see. It happened behind the ref's back, and then continued to give me whatever move she gave me. Can't recall because I couldn't see, and pinned me. I was so close. I had her in my royal seat. I had her at the highest jeopardy she could have been at. She decided to pull the ropes. That's fine. I would have got her right back into it. When she realized I had a chance to beat her and become the next NWA Women's Champion, she decided to do what she needed, what she's best at doing. She cheated. The Pretty Empowered girls are not known for their talent. They're known for their mouth.
We should have had a new NWA Women's Champion there and then.
Absolutely. My only goal, my only focus is to get back to that title picture. It's not very long for me. I mean, I started off La Princesa in Florida, and I started working Shine. And Shine is a very legit company for all women. And I became, within a year of that company, the tag team champion for the women's division there. And then it wasn't so long, I spent about a year at OVW. And my first title match, I was also the main event for OVW and won that match and became the women's champion. Many people have to try numerous times to become a champion. Every time I'm in a title picture, I win. At Mission Pro was my first title picture opportunity. I won and I retired Genocide. At Shine, it was my first opportunity to get those tag titles. I won them. Same thing with OVW. It was my first chance at the OVW title. I won it. It's not irony that I'm listed on the top 200, 250 women of the world wrestling in PWI. And I tell people I was ranked 184. But if you ask me, if you do the math, I think I'm like top 20, because 8 + 4 + 1,
Unbelievable. And you've just mentioned the PWI. I've came across this.
Yes, that's right. I was nominated. Can you read the names? I don't know if you can see it, but I was nominated in the same category as Cody Rhodes,
Zelina Vega, Mickey James,
who I'm now under mentorship at OVW, Billy Starks. Great. I met Billy at a very important time of my career. La Princesa is here in Louisville, Kentucky. It is not the land of the royal. Billy Starks happened to be in town, and she invited me to come train with her so I can continue to be the best at everything. And that's where I was introduced to Grindhouse, where I continue to train and be the best at everything alongside OVW.
Yeah. How did it came about with you being signed to the NWA as well?
Before we get there, let's go back to how I'm still an inspiration, because I kind of got off track. La Princesa Tiffany Nieves was so happy to be nominated. Did I win? I'm not sure who won that category, but I think being in that category alongside with a bunch of well-known, well-rounded, characteristic superstars is honorable, because a lot of people like to say La Princesa is known for being in the bad girls club. Well, tell me what makes a bad girl, because the only thing I do is truth. I speak my truth. I am who I am all the time. And if people have a problem with me being the best at everything, they truly have a problem with themselves. Name another person who is apparently a cheater, evil, all these awful things, right? But still be nominated with some of the best people in this industry.
That's true. You was like you just mentioned. You was ranked 184, but this year alone.
Let's take a look. It's right behind me, actually. 184. Yeah, that's true. 184. And if you do the math, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then you add 8 plus 4, that's 12, and then 1, that's 13. So I'm technically top 15.
Yeah.
All those numbers combined. 184 doesn't matter. It's the numbers. All those numbers individually are less than 10. So maybe I'm top 10. That's the way I look at it. I always see the brighter side, which is probably why I was nominated most inspirational.
Without a shadow of a doubt. You've already had an unbelievable start to 2024. And in January, one of my favourite matches of yours was against this girl.
Hollywood Hayley J.
Street fight. That was, yeah, looked like it hurt. And just chairs, thumbtacks. Yeah.
Cars. And
yeah.
She hates to admit it, but I use her rocker socks a lot better than she did.
One of my favourite matches, I would honestly, 15 minutes of pure, probably more, of pure just carnage. And OVW, I think the series from last year, I watched it, and as a fan, it shows you behind the scenes and stuff and what it needs to be and, come about. That pretty much shows people who's not a wrestling fan, like gives people like an insight, and it's like, oh, it's not this, it's not that. And there was like you, there was Certified Luke Curtis, there was Hayley J, there was Habla Shira, you had Jesse Goddard, Al Snow, Doug Basham, all of them, you all did so well together, and that series was pretty much
we can be honest, they needed a little bit more La Princesa. I was barely on it, but whatever. The point is, I'm happy for my peers, but I have to agree with you, Jordan. That was one of my favorite matches. You want to know why? Because I've been waiting to beat the shit out of Hollywood Hayley J. She runs her mouth. She swears she created the women's division. She brags about how she was the first woman to ever hold that new OVW title. It's because Al Snow let you be ratchet and throw the old legendary, historic first women's title in the trash. Who does that? So yeah, I could not wait to get my hands on a no rules, no contest, nothing. Beat the crap out of her. I took her outside because she swears she's from the streets. Well, we're going to go outside. Locked her ass in a trunk. Unfortunately, I didn't know there was a latch in that stupid car. She got out, but she didn't make it out the way she wanted to in that match.
And then after that match, you had a match with Freya the Slayer, and she was a special guest referee.
Yeah, it was really shady. The way Al Snow moves is really shady. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Al pays my bills, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm obviously thriving because of it. But it's just real messed up. It's real messed up, the fact that we can have, when La Princesa was a referee, I did my best. I mean, I'm the best at everything. It made sense for me to be a referee. When you make Freya, who obviously has vengeance for me, is very jealous of me, can never be me, can never be a part of the Bad Girls Club. No one cares about Freya unless I'm in the picture. So to make her my ref was a little jaded. And then to know that she got involved with the finish and counted fast is the only reason I lost my title. And the fact that currently today I am not in the picture for an OVW opportunity is a problem for me. But you know what? It's okay. I'll get it back. Within my short reign, because I'm going to say I should still have that title in my hand, 72 days, I was the only OVW champion, women's champion, to defend it internationally. And I did that within 72 days. Everyone can say they're a multi-time champion, but when I defend my title outside of OVW, I have never lost it. Some of the women's champions embarrassingly have have defended that title and have lost it. And then they want to claim that they're 4 times, 5, whatever. How can you claim that you're a champion when you lost it outside of OVW? How embarrassing. But that hits too close to home. I can't drop names about that. But I'm sure if the fans are watching, they can figure out who that is. The same person who claims a title chance when I'm not there. But, you know, it's in the past, and I'll get it back.
How would you say OVW has impacted your career? How would you say it's helped you and made you like the person you are today? Would you say without OVW, there wouldn't be you?
I can't give credit to anyone for La Princesa besides myself. I am who I am. I always will be. Like I already said, Snow pays my bills. That is how OVW has helped me in my career. They pay my bills, and they allow me to have all the luxuries I have in my life today. So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for the fact that it gives the fans more opportunities to see me on TV. As you said, you know, we can go back to talking to NWA. I know I cut you off there, but NWA is another option where you can see me. Mission Pro on title match. It's just more opportunities for the fans to get to learn who La Princesa is.
Yeah.
I love her, really.
How would you say the series wrestlers has helped you and other certain performers in OVW? Would you say it's given you more opportunities, like from a wider audience?
I think it's a given. Wrestlers played a huge impact in selling out for 15 shows in a row once that show came out. It was very exciting it was a very exciting period for everyone when Netflix came out. And then right after, shortly after, we got Mick Foley, we got Mickie James joining the team, and it's been fascinating to have these mentors bring out the stars in the roster so that La Princesa can beat all of them.
How would you say, I know we mentioned about Hayley J, how would you say your relationship is with her?
Hayley J in this interview because it sounds like you're obsessed, but continue bringing that hood rat problem up.
You've had so many matches with her. Which one? You mentioned that the street fight was up there. Is one of your favorites. Is there another match that you would like want to do with her? If you could pick like another, say for example, a steel cage or extra. Is there another match that you would like to do with her?
Absolutely, I would love it. I would run every match with Hayley J. I would run Hollywood. Hayley J is one of my favorite people to wrestle because I've got so much built up animosity against her. You know, there's so many different matches out there. I would do it all with her. I would go the limits. I would do a ladder match with her. I do a chairs, table, ladder match with her. I would do a strap match with her. I would do another street fight with her. I would do any you name the day and place. You tell me Hollywood Hayley J is there, I will be there because the animosity I have towards her and the hate and jealousy she has against me will never die. As long as that OVW title stands in anyone else's hand but mine, we will always have a problem. And she will never let that title go. She just needs to be gone already.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk a little bit more about OVW and then we'll move over to NWA. This month you've got a tour coming up.
So excited. Yes, we're actually going to be, I think that's Nashville, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. So we're going to be in Nashville, and I think next month we're going to be in Chicago. Very exciting.
Is this going to be like each month, like keep touring 2024?
Absolutely. That's the plan. We're going to be worldwide. I can't wait to be international. You know, we're going to Nashville, and actually I'm so excited because La Princesa has a very busy week coming up. Because of OVW, I'll be at the Davis Arena, Kentucky Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I'll be in Florida for NWA. And then Sunday I'll be in Canada defending my Mission Pro title.
So you're a very busy person.
Yeah, of course. When you're the champion, you have target on your back. And unlike other champions, I'm not sitting at home waiting for the mic to cut a promo. I am a defending champion. I have defended this Mission Pro title over probably 14 times, and it hasn't even been a year yet. Think about that. That's more than once a month I'm defending this title.
Definitely get your name out there then.
Absolutely.
You mentioned you'd like to see OVW go international. Where would you like to go?
Where'd you say? International? Oh, I'd love to go to the UK. Where are you from, Jordan?
The UK.
I would love to go to the UK. That is somewhere I'd love to go. Japan, obviously.
Yeah.
Mexico. I mean, that's not, yeah, Mexico. And I'd love to go to Puerto Rico. I know it's not international, it's a part of the States, but La Princesa, being Boricua, being from, having that ancestry from the island, there's no crowd like, I don't know if I'm being biased, but when WWE went to Puerto Rico, I
Yeah.
mean, you could feel the electricity from the TV. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Oh my gosh. I'm getting goosebumps. And that's just how you feel. There's so much appreciation and understanding in that country. And like, I think, Jordan, you may have written me, that's what intrigued me to accept this interview, is that you yourself went to Puerto Rico recently. Tell us about it. How amazing. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I was in Puerto Rico for a short time because I was on a Caribbean cruise, and Puerto Rico, I fell in love with it. It was my first, so we went round I went from Barbados, went round. Puerto Rico was the first one, and San Juan, it's just, the people there are just nice, funny. They love Bad Bunny.
And you could say good looking too. It's okay.
Hey, yeah,
It's
very true.
true. The food is delicious. The people are great.
Yeah,
We're happy. And you are near the beach. Are you kidding me? You hear
yeah,
the waves, the water, the weather is just fantastic.
and very famous for the pina coladas.
Are they? I
Yeah,
like their canepas. You ever had, I don't know what time you went. It's this fruit. It's so delicious and it's so sweet. And it's only during the summertime they have it. But I don't know. And I love everything from Puerto Rico. You can just put it on a plate and I'm gonna have it.
yeah. Puerto Rico is definitely a country that I'd love to go back to.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. You mentioned the UK. Have you ever been to the UK at all?
No, we need to get La Princesa to the UK ASAP. I have my passport. I'm ready to go. I just haven't heard a deal worthy enough for me.
Definitely need to get you over. We mentioned earlier about NWA before you kindly cut me off. You you mentioned, how did NWA came about? Billy Corgan. I saw that like video that you mentioned that 2024 is going to be your year and like year one to watch and stuff like that. How did that feel coming from Billy Corgan?
It was fascinating. He indeed actually said, I'm going to brag and say that we signed Tiffany Nieves. And it's incredible for someone to see La Princesa for the true star she is. If you see here, I think this way, it says, Tiffany Nieves becomes the first woman from Exodus Pro to sign with the NWA. So it's a very exciting opportunity for me. EC3 is now running a territory for the NWA. It's called Exodus Pro, which I have defended my Mission Pro title there for their last 5 shows. And it's a great product they have there. They have stars A to Z. I mean, it's jam packed with all different diversity of wrestlers, and it's phenomenal. And it's not so far from what we're doing at OVW or NWA. And Billy Corgan was there, and EC3 gave me the mic. He was, I want you to cut a promo. Tell us who La Princesa is. And that's exactly what I did. I told Billy Corgan exactly who La Princesa was. And later that night, he came to me and he told me, I want to sign you. It was that simple.
Yeah, I mean, Billy Corgan and NWA are killing it right now, and so is OVW.
Absolutely. Billy Corgan, the NWA, and La Princesa are killing it right now. So far, in my singles matches, I am undefeated besides Kenzie's cheating, which, I know it's going to come full circle. I know she's threatened by me. I know a lot of women in that locker room are very threatened by me. I would be too. I'm not upset. If they don't find me a threat, I'd be more upset.
I mean, like we said, she cheated. You need to get that rematch.
Listen, I'm not mad at anyone who has to do whatever it takes to keep their title or obtain the title. But what I'm going to say is you better be better than me at it. And if you're not, watch your back.
Can you tell me what there is plans for Tiffany Nieves in 2024?
Of course. The first plan, as we're discussing, is to obtain that NWA Women's title. And then when I do get it, I want to be the first to defend it in places outside the country. That's plan one. Take over.
What about maybe W champion for like NWA and OVW?
Yeah. Once I've done something once, I get a little bored. So I'm not like, I gotta be honest. Like I love a challenge, So I don't like to go back. If I've done it once, I want the next challenge. What is the next thing I can do? You know, I got the OVW Women's title. I made it international. Okay, what is next? If I get that title again, I'll be very happy. But that doesn't define me. What I want now, my eyes are so focused on the NWA Women's title. And then I want to do what I do with every title. I'm going to be the first to bring this title international. That is who I am. I'm going to be the first to do many things. So, it would be nice to get the OVW title again. That is my goal. I want to be at the top of every division I'm in. But I've done it already.
Yeah.
So I can't be, I'm not mad. You know what I mean? I mean, recently, PWI's got their money on me. They wrote an article, I am the one to watch. They just released that article, June article. You can go ahead and buy it. There's a digital copy available now. They listed a whole article, I'm the one to watch. And that is true.
2024, like we've just said, you had a brilliant start to 2024, and it's just going to keep getting better for you.
Yeah, and like I say, I fall forward. I don't think anything that I've done in my career is not a part of the great success I have. For every loss I have, I get 10 better.
Yeah. You've been a performer for, is it 5 years, 4 years?
What'd you say?
You've been a performer for 5 years, is that right?
No, but I appreciate it. I've been 2 years. It's going to be 3 years in August. Yes.
You're joking.
I'm so serious. I can't wait to see where I am in 4 or 5 years. It's going to be incredible.
Wow.
Yes.
2 years and you're already kicking ass.
Exactly. My first match ever, I won. So that should have given everyone a taste. My debut match was against Leila Grey, and I beat her. And she had Luke Curtis by her side, and I beat both of them. It was phenomenal. If you look that up, you can see it. It's a great match. Great match.
Would you like to tear it back up with Leila?
What'd you say?
Would you like to tear it back up again with Leila?
What does that mean? Like, well, she has the title right now. So, unfortunately, you got to do what you got to do. The Bad Girls Club do whatever it takes. So we know that. She knows what she was doing when she made the decision when I was not there to cash that title. And why she did it, don't know. I am a threat to everyone. Whether they admit it or not, it doesn't matter. I just know when I was champion of the Bad Girls Club, there was no diversity. No one was upset that I was the champion. People did what I said when I said. Ever since she's become champion, there's been a lot of diversity in the Bad Girls Club. So, interesting enough, she decided in our 4-way match, I don't know if you had the chance to watch it, she decided to pin me. She pinned me off someone else. And that was very interesting. So, I would say any opportunity and anyone, including Miss Leila Grey. But I'm not going to have to do anything. I'm going to play it fair. I'm going to play it fair. Which
2 years.
I won't use, yeah, thank you. I won't use a soccer rock to beat her. I won't make it a blindside win. It's going to be a clean win when I get that title back. And then it could be from her, it could be from Frey, it could be from Hayley, it could be from anyone. I got to stay on my toes because I'm not only just fighting those 3 girls, I'm fighting how Al Snow likes to put his limitations on matches, you know? Give me a match. I have needed my rematch since Freya counted quick as the referee. Instead, my first opportunity is in a 4-way with Freya, Hayley, Leila, and I at a pay-per-view in March Madness or Mayhem, March Mayhem. Ridiculous. But we'll see. We'll see, because I think right now, the next pay-per-view, I will be in a 4-way, I mean, not a 4-woman tag match. I know the Bad Girls Club are facing the All-American Sweethearts, and Freya and Hayley will be in the match. So we're going to see what happens. You know, we haven't decided. The Bad Girls Club has to split for that match. It has to be 2, 2, 2, and 2. And we've yet to decide who is going to be with who that night for the Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Definitely. So we'll get for the last couple of questions and then we'll wrap it up. So I always ask people, who is their Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling? Who would you say yours is? Mount Rushmore.
Like, who I'd want to wrestle, or who's at the top?
No, so who's like your favorite wrestlers of all time? Like your 4, your Mount Rushmore.
I got you. Sorry.
Sorry?
Shawn Michaels, for sure.
Wow.
Pete Guerrero. It's unfortunate being a woman, that a lot of my favorite wrestlers are men. I have to be honest. Growing up, I loved Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels, and it's changing now a little bit. It's like a top 6 now, but
Okay.
when I look, I would put. It's so hard because there's so many good wrestlers. I want to merge Jazz and Gail Kim as one, and it's messed
Okay.
up. It's really messed up because they're women. But I love Jazz and I love Gail Kim's style. And Gail Kim comes from OVW, and any match I watch of her, she's so innovative with how she uses her size always to her advantage, and she hits hard. I love it. And she's gorgeous. But I also love Trish Stratus too. I love the attitude she brought. And for me, it's all attitude. Talent and attitude is my thing. But growing up, I also like John Cena. If I had a chance for any of those people to come out of retirement and wrestle, I'd want an intergender match against Shawn Michaels all day, any day, every day. That's who I want to wrestle. It's so unfortunate he's retired, but my goal is, before he leaves any business, is to work with him in whatever way I could and can.
NXT.
Who knows? I mean, right now I'm in NWA, so I have to keep my focus there. But Shawn Michaels wants, I've had an opportunity to work with X-Pac on the Indies. That was phenomenal. Great Lakes Championship Wrestling, he was in my segment, and we did work together. We were on the same team. I've had chances to work with, Scotty 2 Hottie. I had Chelsea's Green last match on the Indies, and she was phenomenal to work with. I'd love a rematch against her. Unfortunately, her gear got stuck on the airport plane. So I want to have a rematch against her, but I was victorious in that match. So
like you mentioned, you've been in 2 years and you've already got all these memories and championships and street fights and everything under your belt. It's crazy.
I would say so too, and I think everything comes from tragedy. So my blessing has to come from very early on. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is cancer, and I had the opportunity, like everything else, to beat it. I beat it. So when I get in the ring or I have a challenge or anything, I'm like, I beat cancer. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat everything that comes in my way. I almost died. Are you kidding me? I've had to do chemotherapy. I've had surgeries. I had to be scared. I had to keep it together for everyone that I loved. So everything else is just a blessing. Everything else is a walk in the park. Nothing can be bigger than what that was then for me. I think of my worst day ever, and I surpassed it. So there cannot be a worse day. I'm alive. So let's do this to the fullest ever. That's how I feel. And I'm so grateful for the fans, the people who love La Princesa, no matter who she is, what she says, what she does, the infinite love that I show myself, I think, is the same way my fans love me. I don't care about anyone else. If you don't love me, I don't care about you, because it actually it still rubs me the same way, even if you hate me. But the people who love me are the reason why this is so much fun.
Yeah, like I said, I thought you was in the business for like longer than 2 years.
That's
And
phenomenal. That's great. Let's see what happens in 3 more years.
the final couple of questions, like you mentioned, you had that as a kid. What would you say your inspirational?
Can you still see me?
No,
1 second. I'm sorry. Hold on.
sorry.
No, you're good. Oh my gosh, sorry. That was money was calling. I had to answer, so I'm sorry. I'm back.
It's all
The
right, no
question
worries.
was about
Sorry.
inspiration. What did you
Yeah,
say?
inspirational message. What would you say if you could say to someone?
Well, honestly, I think my whole dialogue has been inspirational.
Yeah,
But the one thing I always love to tell someone is stay beautiful. It's very short, it's very sweet and simple, because so many people, I would love to tell them I love them. People feel uncomfortable with that. So stay beautiful is my way. Every time I leave, that is me telling you, inside and out, stay beautiful. You're already beautiful. Don't wait for anyone else to tell you what you are. Stay. I'm not telling you get beautiful. I'm not saying you are beautiful. I'm telling you to stay beautiful. And that's inside and out. To know that you are loved and you are beautiful as you are, no matter what.
yeah. If you could speak to yourself a year from now, April 2025, what would you say to yourself, looking back at the year that you will have?
Wow. Take a chance to smell the roses, Mija, because you're killing it. You are killing it. Keep going to the gym. So proud of you. And keep eating right. You look great. And don't stop. That's what I would say.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier plans for 2024. Is there anything that you can tell us for the remainder of the year that you might not have announced yet, or you've got coming up, or?
Stay tuned. I know it's so vague, but I love to surprise everyone. If I tell you now, you won't stay tuned. So just stay tuned. There's a lot of things going on. As you know, the OVW tour, we may be coming your way. And same thing with NWA. Just stay tuned. And I know it's very difficult right now for the people outside the country to, watch the CW app. Is that correct? You can't access it?
Yeah. No.
We are still posting little segments on the NWA to try to keep you up. We're working on that. So if you can't watch there, do your best to follow NWA, and we'll post the updates as we can. Some of my best matches, if you are in the United States, my best matches are on the CW app. So Jordan, you're just going to have to take a trip out here, come visit the Davis Arena, and while you're here, download the app and do all the watching you can.
Definitely. Where can people find you on your socials and stuff?
Yeah, of course. So you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram, Tiffany Nieves _. And you can now get me on Cameo if you want to order a special message from La Princesa herself.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on today, Tiffany. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate you too. Cheers.
Thank you for your time.